What was that first OTA like? I know the rookie minicamp, and then you stayed for a couple more for like an extra month basically with the OTA, and then you got mixed in with the veterans.
Yeah.
So what's that like?
The first couple practices were kind of rough, not gonna lie, because it took me a little minute to get used to the altitude up there.
Okay.
My breathing was like really like had like it was.
So it's
just,
really how they say it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad. So that took me like a couple practices to get used to, but after that it was fine. Then starting to meet some of the vets that came in. They're all cool guys, all guys that love the game of football. They're not on some hating stuff. They want to help the next guy next to them. And it's just good to be around a group
winning
like
culture.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's good to be around a group like that because that just shows like we're a team. We want to win. We obviously we have individual goals in this game, but that main goal is to win a championship, and that's kind of what they bring to the table every day. So
And you got someone like Bradley Chubb there. You got what's the dude came from Dallas?
Randy.
Yeah, Randy.
Gregory.
What's it like to like play behind these guys and like know like they've been in pros for a long time? Like, are they giving you advice? Are they giving? I saw Bradley Chubb talk about you and say some great stuff. Are these guys like mentoring you? Are they talking you through things like rough patches or just how to be a pro? Did you do the pro thing already? Like they do the little pro thing where they sit you guys down, all the rookies, and talk to you about like professional lifestyles and stuff like that?
They do like little meetings. We have like a rookie development guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like that. Yeah, but as far as Chubb and Randy, like they're good guys. They're guys that like they're not treating me like this is a redshirt year. They're treating me like, all right, we're gonna have to need you to play this year.
Yeah.
So just making sure I'm knowing the playbook. Helping me on little things that they see on the field. Just all the little stuff that I can help to help the team win. They try to help me on that and stuff like that. So. Just helping me become a pro. That's another thing too.
So for the guys that are currently in college that want to become pros or are soon to become pros, is there that much of a difference now? Where you're like when you're there, like is it the diff? Not in terms of how, obviously the play is different, right? Like the kind of caliber of guys you're around, but is the way you approach it that much more different?
Yeah,
it is.
Because just a story like from when I was there, I remember going to get to tackle on the team and. I remember that first day, not the first day, but one of the practices, I hit him with the move, and I'm like, okay. And then the next day, I try to come back and I hit him with the same move, and he just like washes me by, and like that's not like, yeah. So it's like, okay, like now I got to get in the film room because this is like a chess match. Like, you can't just come with the same move. He's gonna come with different move every time. So, just playing with the guy in front of you and making sure you're keeping him on his toes and not giving him the same look every time because those guys study film too.
Exactly.
They guys know what's gonna come and something things that they should be prepared for. So I mean, just watching film and being dialed into different things that they do and that you should be doing is really major. So that film definitely's got to be turned up another notch.
One thing I always hear, a big disparity. From what I always hear from a lot of guys, like a lot of pros that speak on the game, they say people don't realize, like guys that are like Hall of Famers that they'll talk about, say people don't realize how much faster it is in the NFL than it is in college, right? Like you don't realize it until you're there. Like you realize like lines are moving like crazy, guys are moving around. It's a way faster game, bigger game, stronger game. All right, have you felt that yet? Have you felt like, damn, like this is it, like I hit that wall a little bit, and then you feel like I gotta now adjust to this now. This is like a whole. Basically, what you were just saying, like you hit a guy with a move, next day you came back, he figured that out, and you got to continue to adapt.
And people really have it confused because it's not physical speed that like people like are talking about when it comes to.
Well, I'm one of those because that's what I thought it would be.
Nah, it's not that because you can see a guy that runs a 4.3 and you can have a safety that runs a 4.7 and. If that 4.7 safety knows what he's doing and he knows where he's supposed to be at this time and just knows like the ins and outs of the defense, like he's gonna play a lot faster than the 4.7. He's gonna play like a guy that runs a 4.2 and make that guy that runs a 4.3 play like a guy that runs a 4.5. Yeah. So I mean, if you know what you're doing, if you're dialed into the playbook, if you're watching film, if you know your opponent's tendencies, the game is just so much faster for you because all you got to do is just let your talent take over and. Compared to a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, like me, the couple of first practices, I didn't know I was doing it. It just seems like everything was so fast, and I didn't know what I was doing, so it just everything was moving faster. But yeah, just like I was saying, if you know what you're doing, you can play a lot faster. So
yeah, did you feel like you had that same situation in college, like that first week, Like you was like I had that curve.
Yeah, most definitely, and it can be intimidating because you're going against, let's say like in my situation, college and in the NFL, they throw me in, I'm going against, either
Someone that could be older than you.
the ones or the twos, so it's like you're going against starters basically.
Yeah, basically.
So it can be a little intimidating at first, especially if you feel like you're not making the plays that you're supposed to make. But I mean, you just got to keep coming every day. You just got to keep working. You got to keep doing your part to get to where you want to be.
Okay. So how have you liked Denver so far? Like, have you experienced it? Like, I know you went to the Avalanche games, a couple of Avalanche. I saw that on the Instagram. They just won. Shout out to the Avalanche.
Yeah, no doubt.
They just won
Shout out to Avs.
So that's big time. I've never been to Denver, but I've seen the pictures. I plan on going in December with my best friend and his family. We were going to stay up at a ski lodge up there with the fam for Christmas. But I've seen pictures of downtown Denver. I've seen videos. Man, it looks like a beautiful place. What have you learned about it so far? Like, have you gone to anything like the locals would be like, yo, you gotta go there? Have you done anything like that?
Not really, just because I haven't had a car up there. But like you said, I went to the Avs game with a couple of the teammates. Been to a baseball game with a couple of the rookie guys.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, we actually went to our last trip. We went to the mountains. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was just a crazy experience up there. Just being so high up and just seeing different venues and all those things. It was a cool experience just being with the guys and doing that. So I would say it was it's been a good experience so far up there.
So being that you're from the city, right, Miami City,
yeah.
Right? So you've welcomed the change of pace from here to there, like the mountains and the whole thing. It's not as country as people would think.
No,
people think it's like that, but when you get up there, you're like, yo, this is a beautiful place, like. So that's super cool. You have any personal goals? I know you're gonna have team goals, obviously. You have any personal goals for your rookie year?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to be defense rookie of the year for sure.
Okay.
That's the main goal right there as individually for me. Obviously, team goals, like you said, I want to win a championship for sure, but being a guy that comes in and leads rookies in sacks, being defensive rookie of the year, being the guy that teammates, can see as, being accountable. That's probably the main goal for me.
Did you have like any personal team that you're really looking forward to playing against, like on the schedule? Like anyone that you're like, oh, I can't wait till we go there and play them?
Probably the Chiefs, just because like Patrick Mahomes kind of been like widely known as the best quarterback in the league. So just like, I'm not trying to duck no smoke. I'm trying to go see him for sure. So.
Well, you got Herbert too, though.
Yeah, Herbert's good, but
that conference is crazy.
Nah,
man.
No doubt. I'd rather see Mahomes.
That conference is out of hand, man. You got everything. Like that's gonna be every game is about. There's no sleeping.
Oh, no doubt.
There's no games off. Like that's the hard part of your not only your schedule. It's like we have to take out some conference games, and we can't be sleeping on these non-conference games because. Every game is going to count in this division.
No doubt.
Like every game in this division is going to count. And then on top of that, I keep saying conference. I mean to say division. But then when you say the overall conference is nuts too.
Loaded too.
The whole AFC is out of control. So it's even like Josh Allen. You still got
the Dolphins got loaded this year,
and then you got the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nuts, the whole conference. So it's like you can't sleep on no games that's not in your division because. Every game is so important for the divisional teams to within the standings.
Yeah, no
so
doubt.
it's nuts. And honestly, I feel like there's no better position to be in. I'd rather be in that position than in a losing position.
No doubt, 100%.
Right? Like I would rather be, even though in a losing position, I could say it gives you an opportunity to grow more, but at the same time, you can learn from people that are ahead of you and that have done it at a high level, and still get a chance to compete and then still play your role.
Yeah.
Which is important. You get you get the best of all three. So I think that's freaking awesome. And ultimately you came into a winning organization.
No doubt.
Which
that's
is important. Yeah.